It is quite a ways before sunrise. There's a hair of a glow on the horizon. And I'm working my way back up to the dunes where I was yesterday. And I'm bringing my whole 8x10 kit with me today. Not that I'm planning on taking a picture up there this morning, because I think it's gonna be so dark I'm not gonna be able to really figure out what I'm shooting. But if I do find something, I'm gonna be set. As you can see, there's a little bit of clouds in the background. And that's somewhat generally where the camera will be facing, but as far as the composition, if I find one, I think it's gonna be more so not even including the sky and just showing the mountains as the background. But now, I'm at the foot of this dune, and I gotta climb it. It's a good morning workout. So it's now about an hour after sunrise, and hiked in here in the dark. I got up to the dune ridge and started pulling out the camera gear, because I didn't quite know what was going to happen. The main thing is I wanted to witness the light. I wanted to kind of see it for myself and come up with a plan on how to take a picture of this. And I set up the camera, put a normal lens on there, and found a composition that worked pretty decent, but I knew I wasn't going to be taking any photos just because I didn't even quite know exactly how I was going to compose the photo. And some of the assumptions I made yesterday as far as sort of a foreground mountain that was going to catch sunlight, not quite right. So that mountain stays in shadow. And so the composition I was thinking might work, I don't think is going to work quite as much. But there were some really nice clouds before sunrise that lit up. It did not last very long. It'd be really, really hard to take a photo when things are happening so fast. But it does give me an idea about, maybe being able to have a scene like that tomorrow, maybe if there are some clouds at sunrise and maybe they do light up. I tried a normal lens with the scene, and that looked fine. Then I put my wide angle lens on and tried that. And I really liked the look of the wide angle, but there is one problem. The problem is that it looks very, very similar to a photo I shot a few years ago in some other sand dunes here in Death Valley. And I don't want to spend all this time taking a photo that just ends up looking like another photo that I've already taken. So maybe the answer is to use a normal lens to make the photo look a little bit different. Maybe the answer is to maybe shoot it when there are some clouds that are illuminating before sunrise, so it's not so much the golden light on the dunes, more so it's the sort of the crimson light on the clouds up in the sky. But in any case, that is going to be tomorrow, so I have the rest of the day to kind of play the composition, see if I can find anything. But ultimately, I'm going to leave the camera here. You can see the camera back over my shoulder there. I'm going to be leaving the camera here throughout the day, and if I do find another subject I want to take a picture of today, maybe some sort of more intimate landscape, the beauty is that I do have a second 8x10 camera that I can take out in the field with me and maybe shoot that while this one stays on the dune here until tomorrow morning. But now I gotta head back to camp, grab some breakfast, and then spend the rest of the day kind of scouting around to see what else I could find out here. So I went ahead and made myself some breakfast back at camp, and now I'm just kind of relaxing here in the shade. And I was listening to the weather report on the radio, and in the Los Angeles area, they're showing a good chance of some rain tomorrow morning. And that doesn't usually translate to much here in Death Valley other than clouds. So I don't think there's going to be any real rain, but it does mean there's a chance of some color. And so I'm thinking maybe with where I have the camera set up, since it's a location where the sky might light up if I get some good clouds at sunrise, thinking that maybe I need to kind of work that composition a little later this afternoon and see if I can find the best possible way to leave my camera set up to make use of that in the morning if that is to happen. But now I think I need to get things packed up and head back out in the dunes. There's a lot of areas out there that I have not checked out yet, and I really need to cover as much ground as I can today to see if there's any more opportunities to shoot in the coming days. But I'm just kind of enjoying my my break in the shade, but gotta get back out there again. I got some bad news. That ridge up there, it's where my camera's supposed to be. And it's not there right now, which means I got blown over the other side. I had the thing weighted down, and I'm kind of afraid to go up there and check it out, but this is really bad news. This sucks. Oh, that's not good. The lens was probably okay. I don't see any broken pieces, but that's not good. I knew this would catch up to me at some point, but I haven't even done my first photo on this trip.
If you love this content and want to help support my journey, you can do so by subscribing to my YouTube channel, telling a friend, or sending a voluntary contribution of just $24 a year with PayPal or Patreon, and depend on the generous support of people like you to produce this ad-free content. For more information on how to support me, please visit the donations section of my website. Thanks in advance for your support.